All right, what is good, everyone? This is the kid DC Wrestling back at it again with another video, man. With your Friday, September 10th, Super Smackdown live in MSG. Before I get to what was an amazing Smackdown, first I want to give my thoughts and prayers out to Triple H. I heard the news, what happened this past week, what went down with him. Thankfully, he's gonna make a full recovery. Shout out to Triple H on that one. But man, I mean, tonight it just goes to show you, man, that SmackDown is the A show. SmackDown is way superior than Raw. Hell, to some extent, it's superior than NXT. Even though they got their little reboot happening, SmackDown is just the alpha show. It's the best show right now in the WWE. And tonight in the MSG Garden, wow, what a show, man. Like, I have to tip my hat off to WWE. I have to tip my hat off to them, man, because they put on a show tonight. It's great to see Pat McAfee back. Obviously, he's been at home recovering with the you-know-what, so it's good to see him back. And what a way to kick things off, man, with an amazing segment. Your tribal chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and he just goes in, man. He asks Heyman who runs sports entertainment, who runs WWE, who runs New York City, and guess what? We do. The Bloodline, we run MSG, we run New York City, we run the whole show. And then he tells MSG to acknowledge him, and then that's where we see the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, comes out, and everyone's shocked, man, and just Brock Lesnar, he goes to Lesnar. He goes to Heyman, and he asks Heyman, why didn't you tell Reigns that I was going to be there at SummerSlam? And then that's where Reigns leaves, and Heyman's like my tribal chief, I didn't know. My tribal chief, I didn't know. And then that's where Reigns and the Usos leave. And then that's where Heyman takes the mic and does his little, Brock Lesnar appliances, Brock Lesnar introduction and stuff like that. And for a second, it seemed like, oh, Heyman turned on Reigns already, but that's where Lesnar takes the mic and says, he asks Heyman before Reigns fires him, accept his challenge for the Universal Champion. I'm going to give him 5 seconds, and then after that, he F5s. Well, he doesn't F5 Heyman, but before he can, Reigns and the Usos come back on for the Usos to get blasted by the Beast, and that's how that segment ends. What a great segment. And, of course, we did hear from Paul Heyman that Brock will get his answer later on in the night. But as far as this segment goes, man, this was an awesome segment, a great segment to kick off SmackDown at MSG. Now, next thing, man, we got a little 10-man, what was it, a 10-man tag team match play, because we had Sami Zayn, Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Otis, and Apollo Crews taking on the team of Nakamura, Rick Boogs, Big E, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio. Oh, and we saw a surprise appearance from Mr. Trae Young himself, the MSG, the MSG villain, I should say, Trae Young. So that was really cool to see Trae Young there. Trae Young, was going after Ray in this match. He did get ejected, so everybody in New York was happy to see that. It's a pretty good match in the end, man. Big E covers Sami Zayn for the win. Like I said, solid. And Big he's on the mic. He's like, it don't matter if it's on SmackDown or Raw. I'm cashing this contract, and I'm going to be champ. So it doesn't matter. So Big E making a statement there. Next, after that, man, we get the contract signing between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Bianca looked beautiful tonight, as always, but I don't know what the heck Lynch was wearing. She was wearing like a large red fake fear coat and some sunglasses. So really, really trying to get that heat, but she doesn't like the crowd reaction. She doesn't like the crowd reaction. She doesn't like the reaction Bianca's getting. Bianca got a great reaction tonight, which was good. But of course, Becky's just upset. She's not liking this, and she storms the ring. She leaves, and she just does not like this. But the match will take place. She signs the contract, tosses it to Belair. It's gonna happen, folks. Extreme Rules. So that's gonna be exciting. A really great contract signing, I should say. Now we got Edge versus Seth Rollins, man. This is a great match, man. Edge and Rollins was just going at it. Rollins was hitting him with the Grand Slam, and he was just hitting him with all the moves, man. Like it was insane. And even Edge too, man. Like these two have just great chemistry and just a great sequel. Just as good as their second match. Was it? I mean, just as good as their first match. Was it good? Was it better? I'll let you decide on that. But I mean, these two men were just getting some moves in. I know at one point I think it was Edge who hit the pedigree on Rollins, but in the end, man, Rollins was hitting super kick after super kick, just telling Edge, why won't you die? Edge just did a great job at selling, man. Like, kudos to Edge for selling the way he did. But Rollins hits the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins gets the win. We got the EMTs coming out. Edge is put in the ambulance. And they're asking, man, like, Rollins, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? And Rollins is just, like, confused and dumb. And he's just like, I don't know how to react. Like, he just has no genuine reaction to react to all this. Now, we get the main event, the SmackDown Tag Team title match play-up between the Street Profits and the Usos. What an amazing tag team match this is. Another good tag team that just have great chemistry. You can tell the Street Profits and the Usos. I mean, I can't remember the last time these two teams have just had a bad match against each other. And this was just a great main event for MSG. And Roman obviously stops the Street Profits. It looked like the Street Profits are going to win, but in the end, you know, Roman attacks him and is like, Brock, I'll get to you. I'm going to smash you. I'm going to hurt you after I'm done with Finn Balor. The lights go out, and that's where we see the Demon. And we all know Balor will face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at Extreme Rules. So it's going to be the Demon. So it's going to be crazy how they do that, man, because Finn Balor, now he's lost in the Demon before. I'm going to go back. I think it was NXT TakeOver the end in the Steel Cage match where Finn Balor lost to Samoa Joe in the Steel Cage match. And that was actually the first time that the Demon was defeated. So the Demon's been defeated before, but he hasn't been defeated on the main roster before. So it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be crazy. But hey, if it's a way to hype up Reigns to beat Lesnar, then hey, do what you need to do, man. Do what you need to do. But I'm interested to see what they do there with that. Anyways, that was my SmackDown review, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Let's get this train going up to 450. One more thing I want to plug. Tomorrow, be on the lookout for a video. I have a video. It's going to be about Brian Cage. Brian Cage has been in the news recently, especially with the whole misused. Has Brian Cage been misused? We heard it from his wife and stuff, but I'm going to go more into that, but it'll be tomorrow when I upload the video, so be on the lookout for that. Again, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so, yeah.